send a message out to each particular. I think it's about 154 people that are in the group now, so I could send a message out to the whole membership.
Great.
Do that.
Shall I go through the answers then? We just have a quick
Yeah,
look.
please. Yeah.
So 100% of people want it to be kept as green space.
Wow.
100% of people are strongly in favour of the campaign to keep the Mound as protected green space. Like no doubts there whatsoever, which is amazing. How would you like to see this land used? 68%. So most people said edible vegetable and herb garden. So that means to make people are interested in growing vegetables and edible foods, which is really, really cool. Living hedge, 43%. Children's play park, 62%. And workshop slash picnic area, 43%. So that's really cool, because I thought because later down we'll learn that actually a lot of the people who answered the survey have children, and I thought they might immediately be like, oh yeah, let's have a play park, but actually the most exciting thing is that most people want it to be an edible herb and vegetable garden, because I think there is a play park already and blah blah blah. So that's really good to hear that the main thing that people want this land to be used as is an edible herb and vegetable garden, which is kind of what we wanted as well, isn't it, Darren?
Absolutely. We're sort of raring to go, I think, some of us.
Would you be willing to help with our garden project? 73% said yes, which is cool. Good. If yes, how would you like to get involved? Yeah, obviously there's lots of different answers here, but most people wanted to get involved by planting and learning about herbs, fruit and vegetables. Yeah, some people are wanting to make signs, eager to help in any way, attending public gatherings, work days, building connections with local school, and physical labour. Well, one person said that they would be up for helping with physical labour. So do you have any other skills? People responded enthusiasm, which is great. That's exactly what we want. Creative and workshop skills, cooking, community organizing of workshops for children and adults, craft and creative work, physical labor, permaculture design, food growing, and people are interested, which is really nice to hear. People actually really keen to get involved, and they've got a lot of experience in similar projects. And then we've got people's names and their age and gender. It's mostly women, I think, that answered it. But yeah, people are from a wide range of backgrounds. We've got white British, but also Vietnamese, people from Cayman Islands, Iran, Romania, and who identify as Asian. So that's cool. Most people don't. It's interesting because 75% of people are like, yes, I'm interested to get involved in the project. And then 75% of people have no gardening experience. So most people who want to get involved have no gardening experience. They're going to be doing this for the first time. So it's going to be really valuable, educational resource to teach people who don't know about gardening already, which is really cool. Somebody from the Cayman Islands saying that they grew up sourcing food from their parents' garden and the ocean. They lived in front of the beach. I grew up knowing how to harvest many different herbs, bushes and vegetables. They would be used for various meals, teas, medicine and body care. Somebody has 30 years of permaculture gardening, PhD, sustainable horticulture, lots of experience co-designing community gardens, which is really cool. Work out who that is, then maybe they can, add some help with designing community gardens and stuff like that, and how best to do that, considering they've got a PhD in permaculture, which we're really interested in as a style of gardening too. And then people mentioned what herbs and plants they'd like to see. And yeah, so 86.7% of the people who answered the survey have children. I think Jill Wood said 630, Little London Primary School. But the rest of them, just saying 1 or 2 children. And they think that 93% think that their children would be interested in the Mound. How do you think this project would help the children? It's a space. Look, even all of this is so helpful just to show like these answers, just to show like councillors or like people who are interested in developing the land for a like a big high-rise apartment. Like,
Yeah.
even these responses are just really helpful as evidence that it's not welcomed in the community. So people saying that it's a space to understand and respect the environment and gives us a sense of responsibility at a young age. Food growing, education, learning about growing food, safe space to hang out, so to play, make friends, enjoy clean air, a place to be creative and learn about growing food. Like, sounds like parents want their kids to learn about growing food, you know. How much time could you donate to the project? Most people said that it depends and changes, but most people were like happy to donate a day, a week, or every 2 weeks. Best way to contact, email, contact details left below. And I think most people would rather Friday or Sunday for a work day. And yeah, different responses on whether people would be interested in helping out with the film. But yeah, people just saying well done for building this project and that we need more green space. So it's really, really amazing to see people's responses to that, and like people actually took the time to fill it out properly, and they obviously really care about it. And there's a lot of like enthusiasm there, and also a lot of experience of people living in Little London who want to get involved in the project. So yeah, happy days. And if we could just get it out to more people and get more responses like that.
Fabulous.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Okay. Just listening. Actually, I haven't been active actually for a long time, and actually, Darren knows my situation. Actually, nowadays I have some personal limitations which prohibited me from. Anyway, Darren is my neighbor, and actually, I will talk to him, and hopefully, I will be more active next time. Yeah.
But yeah, we've got 20 fruit trees waiting to go in. But we just wanna. It'd be good if we had if we had a few more contacts with a bit of more experience about where might be best in the space to plant the trees. Up until now, nature's just taken its course, and there's quite a few trees already just sprouting up. Looks like cherry trees have been just self-seeding. And there's quite a few trees self-seeding. I don't know if that'll be for the best, but nature is taking its course there, and it'll be good for the community to be able to engage with the space and be part of that. So we'll be doing a litter pick and potentially planting some fruit trees, or at least, and we could do with doing a bit of a diary in terms of the sun. The orbit of the sun, to see how much light is actually hitting the mound at what times. That'd be useful, I guess, to get an idea. But thanks for joining us, Una, and we will no doubt have some more meetings leading up to some other events that we have.
Involvement seems to develop around it, so it is the same as possible, I would think, down at the Mound, that there could be local community involvement that would actually bring people together in a really good way.
Well, and hopefully some of our gang can get back on it again.